Hey, welcome to my garden. Over the last year, I've asked so many people what's stopping them to grow their own food. Two reasons stuck out for me. It's too difficult, and I don't have the time. I get it. Between careers, families, and kids, and everything else in life, who has hours and hours in the garden every day? What if I told you self-sufficiency doesn't need to be a full-time job? Growing your own food can be simple and even effortless if you do it the smart way, nature's way. I got this idea from the book Conscious Parent by Dr. Shefali Saberi. She was talking about the concept of observing more and doing less, and I absolutely loved it. That helped me change the relationship with children. I always see Forest G as a family member, so I thought, why not applying the same principles to gardening? That's exactly what I did. Observe more and do less. Despite having two young children at school age and a husband with a demanding corporate job and me launching my health coaching business, we are nearly self-sufficient with vegetables and our orchards are thriving. I hope in the next couple of years we'll be self-sufficient with fruits as well. And guess what? This summer, most of my time spent in the garden was one thing, harvesting. I'm going to share with you 33 vegetables across 4 seasons that you only need to plant once. Just sit back and enjoy the harvest year after year. I'm going to break down this video into 2. In the first video, I'm going to share 19 vegetables that doesn't need much of your time at all. The first 5 is in the cut and come back category. I discovered those by chance from observing my garden. I've been told that these 5 vegetables are annuals, but turned out they are perennials. Number 1 is the Swiss chard. So also here, they are over 2 years old. When they finish their cycle, I like to leave the roots in the soil, not taking the whole plants out, because the roots are still good for the microbes in the soil. Every time when they're about to go to seeds, I cut them off just above the ground, they will shoot out. Every round, they get healthier. Second one, this basil is one of the princess herbs. This is year 2 as well. One thing to note that we are in New Zealand, a subtropical climate. Maybe that helped. This greenhouse is much warmer than outside in winter. I just left them here and they just come back. I got so many. There's one here and one here. Look, the beautiful leaves. You cut them, they come back. Isn't that amazing? Number 3 is this beautiful pepper. This is also the 2nd year. We've been harvesting this since probably October last year, a few months ago. There's another one. There's a few more here. These are old plants from the year before. Number 4 is fennel. We harvested 2 rounds already. Now I was going to seeds. Look how many bees on here. It's crazy. I'm going to cut them off above the ground once again. Guess what? In autumn, they're going to come back. The 2nd round was much bigger than the 1st round. It's just incredible. I'm going to see what's going to happen the 3rd round. Isn't that amazing? Number 5. Oh my gosh. Scarlet runner beans. Oh, this has been giving us beans since probably October as well. Like we pick half basket of the beans every day. They just keep growing. End of the season, once again, I just cut them off above the ground. Last year in spring, they just came back. I couldn't believe it. And I did some research and learned that they can be perennials. Same as this one. They just keep growing. This is the plant to keep on giving and giving and giving. Doesn't stop. They actually have more beans than last year. Thanks, nature. The next 14 plants are in the self-sow categories. The number 1 is perpetual spinach. Look at this spinach. Look at the leaves. Can you see me? It's so massive. It's summer. They're doing so well. I just let one plant go into seeds and they will spread millions of little babies everywhere. And most times they're in the right place, but if they're in the wrong place and you just need to take them out, it's easier than planting them, right? There's more coming over there. Number 2 in the self-sow category is coriander. I just let them go to seeds and bees love those flowers. And then the new plants will come out at their own pace. Look at how many are here. Look at this. They just pop out everywhere, and we always have coriander. In summer, it's not very easy to grow them because they don't like heat. They're growing because they have the right condition. They're in the shades. Beautiful. Number 3 is tomatoes. They're so easy to grow when the condition's right. When you plant them, some tomatoes get ripe and drop. They will come up next year. We have cherry tomatoes growing among the asparagus, and it's so healthy. The only problem is you have too many of them. You have to take them out. Oh, a bonus. When you have a tomato plant, take off the sucker, the side shoots, just like that, and you put in water and they will root. I'll show you. I have one already rooted. Another one here and another one here. They just sow themselves in very interesting places, but looks very healthy. Number 4 is a New Zealand spinach. We didn't look after very well. It's not only perennial, but self-seed. I have to pull most of them out because it doesn't have room for it. It's a summer heat-loving leafy green. Number 5 is Malabar spinach. Look at this. And such a beautiful climbing spinach variety. Most of leafy green don't grow well in summer, but those two are. Number 6 is the giant red mustard. I found it's very hard to germinate, but once you have one, you just let them go to seeds, and next year you're gonna have so many of them. They just grow everywhere. It's a beautiful dark red leaf. You eat them when they're quite small. When the leaves get too big, it becomes too bitter. Very spicy, actually. Number 7 is minus lettuce. I got one lettuce from my friend a few years ago. Now it's everywhere in the garden. It comes out in winter. It is a beautiful leafy green that keep on giving. Perfect for salad. You can even put in the smoothie because it doesn't have a strong taste to it. Number 8 is sunflowers. I planted sunflowers one year and I didn't know what to do with it other than making microgreens. We have so much leafy greens in the garden, I didn't actually need to make them. It sprouted everywhere. They're not super big because most of them sprouted on the footpath and on the bank, so don't get watered very often. Number 9 is leeks. I just let some to go into seed. We don't actually use leek very often. I have so many leeks. They are self-sowed from the year before. Number 10 is parsley. This is a curly parsley. See, this one is growing to seeds. Once again, this is going to sprout everywhere. They just keep growing. Number 11 is Italian parsley with flat leaves. I think I left too many going to seeds, and they are everywhere. Look, there's one on the footpath, and there's one over there. Number 12 is the daikon. And then in winter, they will start growing the tuber, the white bit. You'll see them on the ground, looking like white radish. It's quite useful for making kimchi. Number 13 is lettuce. Look, they're growing everywhere on the footpath. This is the red variety. I just let them go to seeds and they will grow when the condition is right. This is quite a good spot because it doesn't get full day sun because the bed. Also moisture, the water coming out of the bed. Number 14, the last one in the self-sow category is this pumpkin. I don't know where they're coming from, maybe from the compost. There's another one growing here. We have another 2 over there. One over here, this one is growing really big. So here you are, 19 vegetables that you only need to plant once and then harvest them year after year. Hopefully this gives you a little bit inspiration to grow your own food. In part 2, I'll share another 14 vegetables in my garden that I only need to do harvesting every year. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy growing!